come on, where are you, my marketing manager? Just because you're marketing, you're behind the scenes. He manages to get the entire family involved.
That moment, as in, it was a lot of emotionally disturbing days through the process of the shoot. It's because of what Anina, my character, goes through. So it wasn't one particular day, but quite a few days. I think I was not really thinking about it too much. I was pretty much doing it like one day at a time. It just feels really nice. I was telling Angad also and AB and Balki sir that watching it on the big screen really feels nice. Like he said, it is a big screen experience. We are used to now seeing things on our laptops and TVs, so watching the trailer on the big screen felt really, really nice. And I hope more and more people watch it and like it.
Obviously, his Paddy, which is the character Padam Singh Sodhi, is what interested me when Balki told me the basic skeleton of the guy. So you know what kind of a person he is. But I was always very keen to read and discover, and Balki, narrates it beautifully about how is he going to react to a particular situation. Because he always has a very Balki, what's the correct terminology? That, something that his way of reacting is very different to what you expect it to be. So I was very keen to see how Balki had written it at that point of time. Because the fun about this guy is that he might be feeling one thing, but he'll convey that in a very different, opposing manner. So I was always very curious कि अभी ये क्या करेगा, क्या बोलेगा, how will he handle this situation? Wow, good question. I've always said, I used to play sports in school and college. I still try and dabble a bit in it now. But I don't think there's a greater life coach, life's teacher than sport. It teaches you, first and foremost, discipline. It acquaints you harshly with sacrifice. It teaches you teamwork. It teaches you integrity, sportsman spirit, never say die attitude, and also to keep trying till that final whistle goes. Because nothing is decided till that final whistle. There are a lot of analogies you can draw over there with life. I don't know anything which is as close a parallel to a life lesson than sport. And so, having already experienced a lot of this, and then to do the film with the kind of character who has this very unique perspective, there's a lot that you take away from it. There's a lot. As actors sometimes, although you have to emote it, but a line is also just a line. Yeah. Sometimes because you're afraid of that emotion, so you want to keep it at bay. But after a while, it just becomes a line because you do it so many times. Yeah. But what that impact might be on somebody else, I don't know anybody, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong, that hasn't felt like that in their life. Because there's always been that one dream that you never managed to fulfill. And you witness failure. The greatest achievers in life, according to me, the greatest achievers in life have also been the greatest failures at some point of time. And because they've managed to fail greatly, they managed to achieve greatly, because now they say, okay, I know what that feels like. I don't want to feel like that ever again. Another thing, just go back to when you started. Apart from being his son, I'm also possibly his biggest fan. And I think anybody associated with the film world will tell you that just to get to spend, that 1 second of screen time with him is magical. Yeah. Right? If you think logically, it probably won't happen. Like in your life, na? Magic ka khel. And to get him to come, and he brings the magic in. It's just his, in the trailer, he's kept literally a 1 second shot of his. Yes. And he just changes the trailer with that one expression.
Yeah.
That's, that's his blessing. That's what he brings. Why would you not want that?
For me, I think some few years back I had met Abhishek on something, because we all know Saiyami is a sportswoman, sportsperson, and she plays cricket and all this stuff. Actually, this man has done, besides the IPL, which has happened, and various people in Bollywood have gotten to it. He's very kabaddi famous. He's going after football. He's actually, more involved in sport than anybody else. I told him long back, you should be doing sports film. Let's do something else. Remember the conversation? So much sport is there in his blood that, he comes across as this kind of thing, but he's actually a sportsman at heart. So you can understand the pain, because unless you really love sport, you can't do it as, I can't own this team and that team, and what he's done for kabaddi, a lot of passion that he has for kabaddi is phenomenal. So I think in this film, we tapped into two things, and it's not just like Abhishek said, sport is a kind of mirror of life, and like Don Bradman also said that if you want to study life, just watch a game. That's what it is.
Wow.
It's super.
Nice.
So I'm saying everybody's life is sport. It's that you don't have to play a sport. Life is a game. So your ups and downs are very similar to sport. And I don't think more people have seen ups and downs than Abhishek has, or all of us as Saiyami has, because I think he knows his downs, and the pain of it is very similar to what a sportsman feels. You don't have to actually play a sport to do that. So this film is not just about a sport and the underdog or whatever. It is, we are all underdogs of our own lives. So we all need that push. We all need that. We all need a bit of luck in life. So you connect in various different levels. You don't connect it just as a sport. You don't have to be a sportsman to connect with the film. Sports is just an easy way to communicate. That's about it.
Balki has this unique ability. No, I'm not kidding. He somehow manages to get away with or wangle his way through, but he's the only person who manages to get the entire Bachchan family involved in a film. I still remember the first film he made me a producer on was Pa. And my father and I were in that film. And suddenly the next thing I knew, my mother is doing the title. It's possibly one of the sweetest titles. The titles of Pa, the credits is narrated by my mother.
She sits on the steps and
She sits on the steps and she says that you must see it. It's very charming. And I remember, in fact, we're just across the hall where we're sitting right now for the promotions. And I remember, and he jokes about it with my wife. I've flown in from Goa where I was shooting. This is 2009 in November. And I only had the day and I'd fly back at night because I was shooting. And I reached home and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to wear. We wear none of these stylish violets and all that. So Aishwarya sitting there looking at me, running around like a headless chick. And she says, why don't you just wear your white kurta pajama and your glasses? Go as your character. I said, this is genius. I went there and I said, Balki, Ash has said, why don't you promote it as Amol Arte? Brilliant, superb. Let her handle the marketing. And he jokes again. Just before this, we were eating lunch, and she called to say how was the trailer and how did it all go. And I said, "You speak to Balki, congratulations. Come on, where are you, my marketing manager? Just because you're marketing, you're behind the scenes." He manages to get the entire family involved.